Hi folks, welcome to as usual overcast Northern Ireland. So this is the second video I've done in Northern Ireland, and today I'm heading to the largest Titanic exhibition in the world. It's called the Titanic Experience in Belfast, and by all accounts it's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It's one of those things that because you live somewhere you tend not to go. I've been reading up a lot about Titanic exhibitions. They're all over the world. But the second biggest one is in America, and believe it or not, if you don't know this, there's a half-size replica Titanic, half-size, in Branson, Missouri of all places. Also, the Titanic was built by the White Star Line, and they also built the SS Nomadic, which is the last ship of the White Star Line remaining in the world, and it's been fully refurbished, and we're going to go on to it today. Also, we're going to go onto the dock in Harland and Wolff, or the Slipway I should say, in Harland and Wolff, where the Titanic and its sister ship were built. It's funny how proud we are of the Titanic, and it didn't do very well. It's 8:30 in the morning, so this isn't a very long drive, but we're going into Belfast rush hour, which compared to some other cities it isn't too bad, but probably take me an hour to get through it from here to there. So, few wee updates. A couple of people said to me, "Where's the dogs?" Buster's in the bad books. He bit my niece in the leg. Molly wanted to say hello, and hello, and hello, and hello, and even more hellos. Hello. Also, I'm always talking about my dad recently with his health problems, etc. So this is my dad and me. My dad. And he's amazed by all this video stuff and how you make YouTube videos. So as I said, this is my second video from Northern Ireland. I'm going to make a few, see how they go, and if they go down well, I'll do more and I'll go further afield. Some of you may have noticed, updated my logo, got new logos on a few t-shirts, just to make it all that wee bit more presentable. So what do you think? Also, the last video we did at the Gobbins, I couldn't have praised it enough, and all the staff and everything else at the end of the video. But then whenever I had a look at my bank account, they'd also refunded my admission charge. So what a pleasant experience that all was. And today I'm going to the Titanic, which was on my list to go, but then a friend, Francis, sent me a message saying if you buy a scratch card, or you have a scratch card number, and go to this address, you'll get a free £25 voucher for admission to all sorts of things all over the UK, and one of them was the Titanic. So I did that, and this is free. Isn't that good? And thanks for everyone for their suggestions. I asked for suggestions of things to do and unusual things to do in Northern Ireland, and I've been inundated with ideas, but keep them coming. My problem now is making up my mind which things to do first. So there'll definitely be another video next week. Providing the weather is reasonable. I think England's had the same thing. Our weather, this is the worst July, August I can ever remember in my life. I had my arm out the window there doing a wee bit of filming, and it's freezing. Terrible weather, absolutely terrible. I wish I was in Spain getting scorched. Maybe if I was in Spain I wouldn't be saying that, but I think I would. Right, so next stop, Belfast, traffic, then the Titanic, which is in, by the way, the Titanic Quarter.
20 minutes later.
It's actually a long time since I've driven to Belfast at this time in the morning, and I can't believe how light this traffic is. We're almost in Belfast now, on the outskirts, and I haven't had to slow down yet. Fantastic. What's going on? Where's all the traffic? There's no traffic. That is the tallest office building in Northern Ireland. That is the Odyssey Arena. This whole area at one stage years ago was Harnham Wolf, and I can actually remember that from when I was young. It's a fine looking building. Underground car park. There you go, you got an electric car, you put somewhere to charge it. Now, where do you go? When I get out of the car there, and it's warm. Maybe just the car park, of course. Fantastic area, really well laid out, great atmosphere. Cafe, gallery, buy tickets, Titanic store. Reasonably priced t-shirts, plenty of stuff as you would expect. Very impressive building. Opened in 2012. It's in a great spot because you can walk from the city centre over. It's no walk. That underground car park as well is massive, easy to get to. And that is the Titanic Hotel. I was here a bit early, so I've had to walk around a wee bit. Time to go in. Here we go. Right, before we get into it, first of all, I want to thank Claire. You have to get permission to video, you're not allowed to video. You can take photographs throughout the exhibition or the tour, but you're not meant to take video without permission, so thank you, Claire. A few other wee details about the place. It's open every day, 9 AM to 6 PM. Costs $24.95 for adults, £11 for children. It's a free audio guide, no charge, in many languages. And I've used those audio guides in other places and found them very useful. I won't be able to today because I'm videoing. The whole museum's wheelchair accessible. Also, there are the little electric cars for people if they need them. How old must I be? I used to go to the shop to buy my daddy 10 Gallagher Blues, and there they are. Now, I'm not going to go through here and try and give you a history lesson, just tell you the basics. The museum itself's divided into 9 interactive galleries. By the looks of this is just starting off with Belfast at the turn of the century. And then as you go through gallery to gallery, you eventually get to the point where the intention is that you learn about the people who built the ship, the technology that made it possible, and the events that led to its sinking. And apparently there are lots of really impressive interactive exhibits that sort of allow you to experience it. And one of the highlights of the whole museum is apparently the Shipyard Ride, which is a simulator that takes you right through the Titanic's construction from start to finish. And obviously right through the museum there's collections of artifacts, blueprints, passenger belongings, and apparently there's a bit of the ship's hull. I'll keep an eye open for that. A few other facts. This Titanic Experience was opened in 2012 to mark the centenary of the sinking. It is the largest Titanic visitor experience in the whole world. Over 3 million people have visited since it opened, and I wasn't expecting it to be as busy as it is today, but very busy. Friday morning, and the place generates 100 million a year for the local economy. won numerous awards, including the World Travel Award for World's Leading Tourist Attraction in 2016. Isn't that amazing, in Belfast? It's fantastic. You think you were in by the ship with the workers. So we're now going to the Shipyard Ride, which is an actual ride. I feel like I'm getting on the ghost train.
I worked in the frame bending shop. You had heat steel beams in the furnace, then hooked them onto slabs of cast iron.
There were two of us on the other side of the plate to hold it up. I had to hammer the rivet so it filled the hole before it turned dull red. Then would check each rivet with a special hammer. It made a ringing sound, but have to go back. Cased it out after work. I get scared working down in that double bottom. You could hear it all over Belfast. Some of those boys ended up stone deaf, so they did. We were paid 31 bob a week. The heater boy and catcher got 16 bob, but we all worked the same 54 hours.
And Titanic was the pride of Belfast.
The wooden decks were mostly lead and pine and were secured to the steel plating beneath by bolts. The decking ran lengthways,
They're the massive gantries that had to be built prior to any of the ships being built. So the big concrete block to the right in the green, that's where the Olympic was built. So all that framework that we seen a moment ago would have been up around that. And to the left, the Titanic.
6 massive anchors stopped now. It took 62 seconds for touchdown.
From above, with the where you can see it's star shaped in honour of the White Star Line. It would be hard to describe how big each of those boilers are, and there's 10 of them. If you look at the people in the distance in the photograph, they're tiny, and that's right in the bow of the ship, and generated all its power from coal. Can you imagine the amount of effort to keep them running on coal? So this is it, Titanic's one and only route, and from Harlan Wolff to Southampton, then to Cherbourg, and then to its final stop in County Cork in Queenstown. I've been there, beautiful wee port, right the very south, almost the south tip of Ireland, and then she sailed for her fateful voyage. New York, never to be. I imagined I would walk around here and do a bit of filming and then show you 3 or 4 minutes worth, but I now imagine I'm going to be showing you quite a lot more, because it has been wonderful, absolutely wonderful. That's amazing. This is real footage. I'm walking in this, so it's a glass panel, and this is real footage of the actual Titanic. Gotta get a coffee. Now, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Every time I go to museums, I think to myself, people aren't going to watch too much of the inside of the museum. But that took me over 2 hours, and that was me filming. And when you're doing that, you're not really paying attention to a lot of it. I think I could have been in there easily 3 hours. So, fantastic experience, fantastic. I don't think I've ever been in an experience as a museum as well laid out and as well thought out. And now we're going to go over, once I've finished my coffee, to have a look at the slipway where the Titanic was built and left Belfast from. You know, this is all as it was. This is concrete from back then. It is amazing to think that this is where the Titanic was built. And all these lines in the ground are the outlines. For example, that's a funnel. This is where the lifeboats were, which were, of course, there weren't anywhere near enough because they thought it was never going to sink. And alongside was the sister ship, the Olympic, which was a massive success, never sank, only a slight difference in size, but most people haven't really heard of it. It just got grassed over. Behind me is Titanic Studios, and that's where they make Game of Thrones. And then of course all up along the coast, I believe some other countries, but mainly here. Right, now we're going to go and get on board the Nomadic. Again, I've been lucky with the weather. The weather's been so bad that getting a day like this where the sun was in the night and it's not raining, fantastic. Although a bit cool. If you want to find the American tourists in Belfast, come here, because all I could hear was American voices. The Nomadics had an amazing history. So it served the Titanic, served the Olympic, it served in the First World War, served in the Second World War, and at one point in time it was a casino, and then it was a wreck. And as I said earlier, it's the last remaining ship, although obviously much smaller than the Titanic, but it's the last remaining ship in the White Star Line. So there you go, not exactly a hidden gem, a well-known place, but I thoroughly enjoyed today. I'm going to go around now and see if I can get close to the Harlem cranes. They're like Belfast's most famous landmark, Samson and Goliath. Don't even get close to them at all. Let's go and have a try. So my usual plan of attack with car parks is drive into a car park you've never been in your life, park your car, walk away, don't think about where it is, and then spend the next 15 minutes, exaggerated, 5 minutes, walk around the car park, get into your car. Turned out I thought there was one level, there was two. Boom! Ta-da! Right, I got pretty close to it, but not as close as I wanted. Private road. It's hard to tell the scale of it from here, but I was over at it one day and it is massive. At one point in time, the largest crane in the world. And that's, well, one of them's Samson, the other one's Goliath. And they're still in use today, but not building anything as grand as the Titanic. It's funny now, that's the second time in a week I've been to an experience in Northern Ireland I'd never been to before. And already you start to get a different vibe about the place. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to leave it off there. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Love to hear your comments. But until next time, bye for now.